Hey guys, Mason here. Welcome back to the Sweet Spot, where I create delicious desserts that you guys can follow along with at home. As always, the full written recipe and list of ingredients, they're down below in the description box. Also, while you're down there, if you want to join the family, click that subscribe button and you'll get 2 new videos every week. Alright, for the last pie of Pie Month, I didn't think I could end it with anything else other than an apple pie. But now this apple pie is really easy. It comes together in no time. It also only takes 5 ingredients besides the apples that you probably already have at home. If you all want the recipe, stick around and we'll get started. Alright, first up, let's head over to the stove. We're gonna make our sauce to go in our apple pie. On medium heat, we're going to add 1 stick or half a cup of unsalted butter. Now my pan was already hot here. Now we're going to add half a cup of brown sugar that's been packed, and we're going to mix this up until the butter melts completely. Now we're going to add in 1/4 of a cup of maple syrup. And this is the good stuff, guys. Don't skimp on this. You want that maple flavor. We're going to let this start to boil. And you'll notice it'll start forming bubbles around the edge. Slowly, the bubbles will make their way toward the middle, and they'll get slower over time. That's when we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and make sure that is mixed thoroughly through the mixture. Alright, now we're going to slice our apples really thinly and toss them in our cinnamon. The first thing I do is peel my apples completely, and then I cut them in half, and I'm just showing you here that you can use an ice cream scoop or a melon baller to cut out the middle of them. So you can either slice them with a knife, or I use my mandolin here and just run them along it to slice them nice and thin. I also have 5 medium-sized apples. 3 of them are Granny Smiths, and those are going to provide the tart flavor that we're wanting and the stability. And then I also have 2 Red Delicious, which will get a lot softer when they bake in the oven, and they'll bring a sweetness to the apple pie. Now with all of our apples sliced, we're going to toss them in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And that is our 5th and final ingredient. And now we're ready to start assembling this pie. I have a refrigerated pie crust that I bought at my local grocery store. We're just going to roll that out and follow the directions of that and get our pie plate ready for our apples. We're going to roll this out, and then we're going to use our rolling pin to roll it just a little bit larger so it fits nicely into our pie pan. Now we're going to start layering all of our apples. We want to keep them as flat as possible and create as less air pockets as we possibly can. So we want to fit these in nice and tight and try and keep them flat while you're laying them inside of your pie crust. Now this caramel sauce has thickened up nicely. We're just going to pour that in and spread that with our silicone spatula. Now to prepare the lattice, it's super easy. Just follow along with the next couple of steps and you'll have a beautiful showstopper for your holiday table. Now with our second pie dough, you get 2 in a box. We're going to start cutting our lattice pieces. And you just want to roll that out like we did the first one and cut them about 1 inch apart. Each line and each strip of this, you want to keep it roughly the same size because this is going to crisscross to form our lattice on top of our pie. Now you take the corresponding sides, the shorter sides from the round disc, and you want to pinch those completely and then fold it under on both of the outside edges. Now we're going to lay our strips across. However wide your strips are, that's how much space you want to leave between each strip that you lay down. And we're only going to pinch them on one side of our pie pan, because with the other side we're going to lift those up so we can weave our vertical pieces through the horizontal ones. I know it sounds complicated, but it's super easy. Just keep watching. And we'll alternate. Once you lay that piece down, you're going to flip both of those back up and then take the next 2, flip those down, add another piece in of your lattice. Alternating each strand. Now once we get all that done, we're going to go around the edge and pinch off all of our excess. Make sure we pinch those together with the bottom crust and roll them under just like we did on the sides. And then I go around the perimeter of the dish and do a simple crimp like we did in our earlier videos. And you want to make sure you go around the whole edge of the pie doing this. After we get that finished, we have our egg wash. It's just 1 egg and a tablespoon of water. We're going to make sure that we brush all of our lattice and the edge of our pie with this, so it'll get a nice glossy finish in the oven. Now we're going to take some cinnamon sugar. That's just ground cinnamon and granulated sugar, and sprinkle that all over the top of our pie. Now we're going to place this pie in our preheated oven that's at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to leave that in there for 15 minutes. Then we're going to reduce the oven temperature to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and let it go for another 35 to 40 minutes, keeping an eye on it. If it starts to brown too much, you can add a ring of foil around your crust, your edge, to make sure it doesn't over brown or burn. And this is what it looks like. Oh, you guys, it's so pretty. It's almost too pretty to eat, but it was so easy to make and it's so delicious. So what'd you guys think? I love that this is such a classic recipe that anyone can make because it only requires 5 ingredients. 5, that's it. Now the maple caramel sauce that we made on the stove, it enriches these apples and it helps to create this perfect sauce. That's all we've got for this month. Pie month is officially over. And next week, we're going to kick off our Christmas baking series. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate this holiday season. The whole spirit of togetherness, the childhood joy, the weather, everything is just so much cozier this time of the year. And I cannot wait to share all of my recipes with you all. That's all we've got for today. But if you want 2 more wonderful recipes, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. From my home to yours, enjoy.